Hi, I'm Sophie.
And I'm Sally.
And we are a mother and daughter who have been impacted by serious mental illness and psychosis. We've decided to make this series of videos to help other parents who are on a journey similar to ours.
I am 25 years old. I work full-time in the nonprofit sector, and I also work part-time for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. In my free time, I love to knit, I love to write, I love to ski, and I love to spend time with my friends. And on top of all of that, I have schizoaffective disorder, bipolar type, which is a combination of schizophrenia and a mood disorder, in my case, bipolar disorder.
And I'm a single parent and the author of 25 published novels. In my free time, I like to garden, I like to fix up old houses, and I like to make quilts. We decided to make this series of videos because when Sally first went into psychosis, I had no idea how to respond, what to do, where to get help, or even what she was going through.
And from my perspective, I found it really hard to communicate what I needed in psychosis for a few reasons. I think one was because it was really hard to know what I needed because it was such a new experience I'd never been through before, and also because it's just hard to talk and to communicate when you're not in touch with reality. So I think now that I've had a lot of time to reflect on my experiences and I've met other people who have gone through psychosis and I've lived sort of a full life post-psychosis, I can look back on my experiences and communicate what was helpful, what would have been helpful, and what was downright unhelpful.
I want people to know that they're not alone. I certainly felt really alone, but the truth is that 1 in 100 people in America is going to develop schizophrenia at some point in their life, and fully 3 in 100 people will experience psychosis. Not only that, but there's so much stigma around this condition that most people don't even talk about it, so you may not even be aware that other people are going through it. One of the most helpful things that happened is that I, over time, built a community of peers, of other parents that were going through what I was going through, and I'm just hoping that I can give you a little leg up in developing your community and getting the knowledge you need to get through the early days. So Sally, what's one thing you wish I had known about your experience of psychosis?
Well, now that we've had the chance to talk about what it was like for both of us when I was in psychosis, I've come to realize that you were constantly worried that I was really unhappy and really depressed and in a lot of anguish. And I wish I could have reassured you that by and large, that wasn't true. By and large, I was fine, happy, if not a little bored sometimes. But yeah, I mean, I don't mean to take away from some delusions I had that were truly terrifying and very hard to deal with. But those were very acute, very few and far between circumstances. Generally, I found my delusions to be really whimsical and my psychosis as an experience to be kind of beautiful. And yeah, I wish I could have reassured you that I was fine just because I was experiencing a serious mental illness didn't mean that I was depressed. I'm thankful to have a mom who is so supportive of me during psychosis and who is so willing to learn and to embrace this experience and tackle it head on.
And I'm really grateful to have a daughter who is willing to walk through this with me and include me and educate me in what you've experienced. And I feel like our relationship has gotten closer.
I agree.
So we hope you'll join us as we continue this conversation about the impact of psychosis on our families. See you next time.